Hello and welcome to another gas video. Now, I know it has been quite quick since the last one, 3 days ago, but if you want to watch me solving other puzzles, there has been plenty of footage in the last couple of days because those puzzles have taken me a long time and I literally cannot afford to take a long time today. Ooh, I'm on the wrong puzzle. There we go. Sorry. So this is totally well, I mean, the gas is not normally very prepared, but I haven't even had a look at the length of the blurbs I'll be reading out today or anything. I am just in need of a video that I can do in a sort of set time frame. What I can't afford today is for this to try and start a puzzle and then not finish it and have to do another one because there wouldn't be time for me to do that. So I'm piling into the gas, trusting the gas giants to have given me puzzles that are genuinely approachable Sudoku. That's what GAS stands for, and that I can do in 30 or 40 minute video. That's essential, and that's what we're going to get, I hope. So don't forget, on Patreon, well, the competition's over, but there is still lots of stuff on Patreon. Do join us there. Later in the week, I hoped it was going to be today, but my monthly Times Cryptic special crossword will come out, and I mean there's always other stuff on Patreon, so do check it out. And there's our apps and merchandise, etc. Ooh, just getting nervous that my sound was connected. It is. Okay, right. I am going to go through these 5 puzzles, reading what was written on the Discord server about a month ago when they were posted, and they'll include the rules. So we start with Odd, Even, Big, Small by Clover. In lieu of an intro today, says Clover, I'd like to invite you all over to Voice Chat 1 this afternoon to have a cup of coffee or tea or Monster Energy and watch Bill's recent appearance on Mastermind. Ooh. Watch party begins at 1 p.m. GAS Standard Time, also known as CST or UTC-6 or 2 p.m. in your local time. I hope you can come by. I don't know how that works. Anyway, that was last month. That is not available now, but I hope Bill did really well. Today's gas is an odd, even, big, small Sudoku. Fill the grid with the digits 1 to 8. It's an 8 by 8 grid, so that each row, column and 2 by 4 region contains each digit exactly once. Normal Sudoku rules do not apply. Letter clues outside the grid tell you about the first 2 digits closest to the clue in their row column, as follows. O equals odd, so that's 1, 3, 5 or 7. E equals even, 2, 4, 6 or 8. S equals small, 1, 2, 3 or 4. And B equals big, 5, 6, 7 or 8. The dinosaur, so there are hat times. If you're fast, you get 1 hat. If you're very fast, you get 2 hats. If you're slower, you get a dinosaur. The dinosaur this time is an OEBS-cest Okotokia. And then we will go on to puzzle 2. Oh, look, this is one of those set up so that you want to believe the top row goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No idea if the rules allow that. Prime Sudoku. I feel very blessed today, says Bill, for everyone who showed up to the watch-along on the Discord voice chat. I wasn't intending to be awake for it, and it was purely by coincidence. If I'm being completely honest, going on 3 game shows in the last 18 months is a thing that's purely motivated out of grief. Poor Bill. We did shoot these episodes 4 days after the 2nd anniversary. That's of his girlfriend Lisa's death, I'm afraid. When you lose someone, you're forced to make a choice about how you go forward, and it's absolutely different for everyone. I chose very early on to just try and keep being the person that she loved, which is hard because some days you can't. You just can't. That's okay too. Things happen, you acknowledge it, and you just promise to do better the next day. So that is very good advice for everybody. Good man, Bill. So yeah, I won the first episode and didn't make it past the weekly final. 2 things you should know about Lisa. She was an ornithologist by degree with a major in Australian birds, and she politely tolerated my love of quiz shows. The part where nobody on this earth would have found it funnier than she did was that I took a huge L on a question about Australian magpies. I find that pretty beautiful. Bad luck, Bill, but well done on winning an episode. That's fabulous. Today's gas is a prime dot Sudoku. I set this the day after shooting. There's a thing about this constraint that might not be apparent at first glance, so I've done my best to beat you over the head with it. Ooh. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits connected by a black dot must sum to a prime number. There is a list of primes that's relevant provided, but it's been spoiled, and this basically takes me back to yesterday's puzzle. And if I don't know the primes after doing that, I never will. The dinosaur is a magnificent magnapolia. And then we will go on to puzzle 3. Good title by Philip Newman. That is very meta, Philip. I was going to let Microsoft's Bing AI write today's intro, but it declared that it was in love with today's puzzle, threatened to block me if I didn't let them be together, and called me a mumpsimus. Hopefully, Sydney doesn't take over my computer and start posting love letters to this puzzle. Today's gas, I mean, you know, your guess is as good as mine as to what Philip is on about most of the time. Today's gas is a thermo-non-consecutive Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along thermometers must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip, and digits in orthogonally adjacent cells cannot be consecutive, and thus have a difference of 1. And that applies to the whole grid, not just the thermos. The dinosaur is a Mumpsimus Mansurosaurus. And then we go on to Clover's position Sudoku. And Clover says, welcome to the great annual digit race, where the digits 1 through 9 compete in a knockdown, drag-out competition for the honour of being first, second and third. Will one be number one once again? We're on the edge of our solving seats. In this position Sudoku, normal Sudoku rules apply. Clues tell you that the relative position of the largest digit out of the 3 digits nearest that. Clues outside the grid tell you the relative position of the largest digit out of the 3 digits nearest that clue in that row or column. The position is counted inwards from the direction of the clue. For instance, if a 3 appears to the left of a row, it doesn't. Then the first 3 digits, let's imagine there was a 3 to the left of this row, then the first 3 digits in that row could be 5, 4, 9 from left to right, since 9 being the largest digit is in the 3rd position from the left. If a 3 appears below a column, then the bottom 3 digits in that column could be 7, 2, 3 from top to bottom. That could happen here, since 7, the largest digit, is the 3rd position from the bottom. Okay, I understand that. The dinosaur is a first place Falcarius. And then we've got one more by High Tea by Bill. Today marks an important goal for me. Ever since day 4 or so on the gas team, I've been trying to make a gas sandwich Sudoku. This sounds like an elaborate setup to a joke or commitment to a bit, and I've definitely set a precedent at this point, where I wouldn't blame you, but gosh dang it, I've made so many sandwich puzzles trying to thread the gap between approachable and still a little mathy. You'll have to let me know whether I cracked it or whether it cracked me. So, normal Sudoku rules apply, and a clue outside the grid gives the sum of the digits between the 1 and the 9 in that row or column. And the dinosaur is an obsessive orictodromius. So those are the blurbs. Thank you to the gas people. And I am going to take on these puzzles one at a time. I'm going to restart my clock each time and see how we do. Let's get cracking. So, odd, even, big or small. Oh look, the even. These are all even digits, aren't they? That's quite telling. That means these are all odd digits. We get the same pattern at the top, and that is going to be, oh my goodness, that's all the odd digits in their rows and columns, and this is going to be all the even digits. I should really be colouring this. I decided against that with the first time I saw the pattern at the bottom. Big mistake. So look at all these, oh not that one, orange cells I can colour. I mean, this has to help with this puzzle. I know it takes a bit of time, but it's got to be worth doing. And these are all even, including that one. Right, so that's the odds and evens in orange and blue. Now we use the big and small. So small, that has to be a 1. Small this end has to be a 3. Let's go down the bottom. Small here, ooh, 1 or 3. Okay, that's not so helpful, but those are now 5 and 7. That's not 1 or 3. Neither of these are a 3. This one has to be a 7 now. That's become a 1. That's a 5. That's a 7. Let's do the odds first. If I can split this into odds and then evens, it'll be easier. Now, big in those, no, let's take out 1, 7 from there, 3, 5 from here. Right, the 1, 7 leaves us 3 and 5. That's a 3 in the column. They're not 3 or 5. but that has to be small. Okay, so that is 4 rows of odd digits done. This is also small, so that's 2, and this is small. Hang on, that's 2 or 4, and that's 2 or 4, and these are 8 and 6, and I know the order. That's also 2 or 4. Don't know which one of these is an 8. That's not a 2 or a 6. Oh look, that's a 4 and 2. They can go in. These don't include 2. Now this, I don't know. I don't want to do the evens here. I should. These are odd, aren't they? So small is 1, and this is big. Oh, I don't know anything in its box. That's a 3, 5 pairs. Yes, these boxes are different shapes. I've finally worked that out. 1, 7 there, 3, 5 there, but that's big. So that's 5. That's a 1, 7 pair, but this is small. That must be a 3, 5 pair. We know the order from across the grid. In fact, we can do those now. This is big. It's going to be 5. That's going to sort all these out. There we go. That's all the odds done in the puzzle. Now, that, no, we know that's even. This is small. That's a 4. So that's 8. That's 6, 8, 6 there. Now I can do 2, 8. I'm guessing at that being a 4. I don't want to guess, but I think it is going to be a 4. Yes, it is. Didn't need to be guessing. Right, 6 and 4 here, but one of them's small. And what about over here? Don't know what that pair is. 2, 8 there. That's 4, 6. This is 8 and 2, but one of them's big. This is small. Could be 2 or 4, but that's a 6, 8 pair, and I know the order. This is a 2, 4 pair, and I know the order. That's a 6, 4 pair. This must be a 2, 4 pair, and I know the order. That's 2, 8, and this is 6, 8. Beautiful setup. Very nice fill-in puzzle. 4 minutes and 3 seconds. I claim my 2 hats. Let's try this prime. So every digits connected by black dots must sum to a prime. Okay. So that's, I was going to wonder if the tip was it's always got to be odd. It's not quite true. Oh, it is true in this puzzle. You can't add up to 2 unless there was a black dot connecting cells on the diagonal. It's absolute nonsense. That has to be odd. That has to be even. This probably is not the tip that Bill was thinking of giving us. Oh, these are obviously all even. Muppet Man. Oh, this can't be a 2 because that would add up to 9. So that can't be an 8, right? So that's 4, that's 8, that's 2 if I've got the other eliminations right. Now I might be able to just do a lot of Sudoku. 4 can't be there, so it must be there. Yes, avoiding 9 is quite an important thing in this puzzle. That is even, so it's 2. That is odd. So, well, Sudoku tells me what it is. 9, 2, 8, and 7. That looks all right for the middle rows. Then we've got 1 and 7 here now. One of them won't work down here. Wrong. They do both work with all of those digits. That's really annoying. That looks like it might have, it's 2 or 8. And that works with both digits. Bother. 7, 9 are a pair there. This is 1, 4, 8. That has to be even. Can it be 8? No, we'd have a 15 on one of the arms. What about this? This is even. 6 or 8, but we'd have 15. So it's a 6. That's 2 or 8, but it can't be 8 because of the 9 possibility. Right. So let's do this bottom row as well, and then we can just treat it as 5 or 7. Can't be 8, 7 again. Then we can just treat it as a classic once we've got this done. That's a 1, 3 pair by Sudoku now. So that's a 7, that's a 1. This is going to be a 9. I mean, I'm not going to take the trouble to check that every black dot is doing what it needs to, but I'm sure, oh, they've got this as well. 2, 3 or 5, but it has to be even, so it's 2. 5, that's a 3, 8 pair. This is now a 1, 7 pair. That can't be a 7. There was another black dot that I hadn't seen. Good. 3, 5 there. Now the 8 is going to be there in row 2. 4, 7 and 6. 7, 1, 8. Oh, come on. 2 is there in box 3. That 7, 9 pair is done. The 7 in box 1. Box 7? No, that's not finished. 1, 2, 3, 8. 4 and 7 are a pair in those cells. So that's 6. Then we've got a 5, 9. Sorry, 5, 9 pair in those cells. 1 and 3 here sorts out the 8, 3 pair. 2 is there, 7 is there, 4 and 6 can go in. That sorts out 4 and 7. This is 5 and 8, 6 and 4, 3, 6 pair here. That must be a 5. Oh, what? No, something's gone wrong. This wasn't a 3, 5 pair, was it? Hopefully that's the only problem. 3, 9 pair, 5, 9. Oh, it doesn't like it. I've done something wrong, probably based around mismarking that. Wow, it doesn't like it. What have I done wrong? Now I'm going to have to check everything. 3, 6. Oh, look, I've got 2 7s in this column and 2 2s in this one. So if I just swapped this 7 and 2 round, there we go. Whew, 4 minutes 26. I will just check the primes to make sure I haven't made a mistake. 3, 5, 11, 13, 11, 13, 11, 13, 3. We'll just do the ones at the bottom first. 11, 17, 13, 11, 13, 11, 5, 3, 5. They're all good. 7, 11, 13, 7, 7, 7, 17, 11. Yes, okay, that works. We can go on to the next good title. Okay, so thermos and non-consecutive. Right, let's get cracking. Now, a 5 cell straight line thermo in a non-consecutive has to be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. You think of any other method of filling that and I will doff my cap to you. Now that doesn't mean these have to be 2, 4, 6, 8, although since that can't end in a 9, no it doesn't, it could be 1, 3, 5, 7. Right, but the 1 in this box is here. Then the 2, no I don't know. I can place a 1 there. It's interesting, I don't think that can be a 7. Because of the non-consecutive rule. So we get a 7 there, 9 there, that can't be 9, that's a 9. 3 is in one of those cells, can't be there because of the non-consecutive rule. Let's keep doing these crazy odd digits, or no, I've run out now. Now this can't be more than 3, so I'm going to put in a 2. That must be where 4 goes, that must be where 6 goes, and that must be where 8 goes. These 4 cell thermos are quite telling, so that is going to be an 8. Unsurprisingly, this is 4 or 3, has to be a 4, this is 2 or 1. I bet these are all going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 thermos that we've begun. Yeah, that could be a 3, no it couldn't because of the bulb. That has to be a 4. We can't finish in a 9. That's going to be a 2, 4, 6, 8. I think it's easier at the back end. That can't be a 7. We can't finish with a 9. So 2, 8, 5. Now this has to be a 3. Okay. Oh, what about this one as well? 2 and 5 to place in the box, and that's a 7. There we go. That's all the thermos done. The rest is classic and probably pretty easy given the setup. I mean, I stand to be proved wrong. Let's do a 1 there and a 7 there, and indeed we can finish the rest of that row. Maybe we can finish row 4 on a symmetric basis, yes. 2, 4 there. 6, 8 over this side. 4, 6, 8, 7. We need a 2 in one of those, so the 2 in this column is here. 1, 8, 2, 5, 7, 9. So that's a 4, 6 pair. This is a 3, 1 pair. The 4, 6 pair sorts out those. 2, 5, 9, 3, 7, 5. Oh, no. That is not right. That is not right. Well, let's just go back a bit to there. This is 2 and 5 in this column, and I put them in the wrong order for some reason. 3, 9, like that. Then we have 7 and 9 to place. Now this is better. This is not wrong. 3, 7, 1, 2, 9 there. 7, 5, 1 and 8. 6 and 8. That must be 8. That's 6, 4, 2. That's a 4, and we finish with a 6. 3 minutes 23. So we're flying along today, which suits me well. Right, now let's have a look at this. This is the position one, where we're pointing to the biggest position of the 3 digits. Okay. So that is bigger than 6 in that row, and that is bigger than 8. Right, that's good. As always with Clover, start with box 1. This is bigger than those 2. But it can't be 9, 8, or 7, or 6. Interesting. I still want to make that bigger than that, but it's not necessary. And it's not in the cluing. That is bigger than those 2. That's less helpful. That is the biggest in this group. And it's not 5, 9, 6, 8, 6, or 7. Right. Now that is bigger than these 2. So that's 1 or 2. And this is 1, 2, or 4. This is bigger than 6. It's obviously bigger than 7, and it's not 9. So it's 8. This is bigger than these 2. So 9 has to be in one of those. This is weird. This is bigger than 8. So that's a 9. 9, 3, 8, 5, 7, 4, 8, 5, 9, 8, 2, 4. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, this can't be bigger than 5. That's important. So it's 1 or 3. So 6 is there. Ah, yeah. This is a sort of negative constraint acting all over the grid. Not what I was expecting. 9, 2, 6, 4, 8. I mean, I'm going to have to go full pencil marking and just working it out bit by bit, I fear. Sorry. 5, 3, 9, 4. Now, that 5 is the biggest. So 7 is there. 7, 3, 9, 8, 5. 6 must be there by Sudoku, effectively. That's 1, 2, or 4. That is smaller than 8 and 7. Oof. It's not 6, 5, 4, so it's 1, 2, or 3. That is smaller than 7 as well. 9, 3, 7, 4, 8, 6. So actually it's 1 or 2 by Sudoku, and that's a 1, 2, 3 triple. So these are 6, 8, 9. But this is bigger than that. Right. Well, that's incredibly helpful. So does that help here as well? I just don't think I've got as much going on in this column. Gosh, this is a strange puzzle. That's a 7 by Sudoku. There's a 6 there by Sudoku. This is 1, 2, or 5, and that is bigger. It's so hard to use these clues. Not finding this easy. Oh, that's become 9. 9, 4, 8, 7, 6. So 6, 7, 4, 8. I don't know. 1, 3, or 5 there. 1, 2, or 5 there. They're not clearing themselves up. That's 1 or 7. 1, 3, or 7. This is just horrible pencil marking. Heck. Oh, that can't be a 5 because of the 1 clue in the column. That's huge. Yeah, you see, this is the problem. There are really big clues, but if you don't spot them, You're stumbling around. 69275. Wow. I mean, you couldn't call any of these deductions actually hard, but that doesn't mean that they're easy, weirdly. Well, it doesn't mean they're easy to find. It means that they're easy once you know what you're looking for, and I have not been knowing that quite a lot here. 1, 2, 5, 3. So is that the corner boxes all done? Very nearly. They're done now. Right, that's got to ease things up a bit. 379, 168, 245. Well, I say that it's easing things up, and it really isn't yet. Right, that's 7 or 9, but it's less than that. Is this right? Yes, it is. So 7, 8. That has to be bigger in its column, so that's a 3. Okay, that was quite helpful. 1, 9. That's less than... Okay, they're done. What about at the top? That's not a 3, so that is... Don't have any more clues, virtually. I've got a 3 here, so that's 8 now. Wow, that is quite a big clue. 1, 2, 9 to go in there. Now, let's see if Sudoku gets me home for the rest. Not absolutely sure it will. 7 must be there, it's flanked by 8 and 9. 4, 5, 6 can go in row 2. 3, 6, 7, 1, 9. That must be a 5 in the column. 8 and a 2, 4 pair. That's a 1, 9 pair that don't seem to be resolved, but resolve row 5, column 8, which resolves those two. These are done. If I had just noticed them, 3 there. 2 and 4, 1 and 5. This 8, 9 pair is a key into the last 4 pairs. And now we're going to finish. If everything's right, that's it. Yes. Wow, 5 minutes 50. I mean, I'm sure that's going to get the 2 hats, because there was a period after 2 or 3 minutes where that time looked very unlikely. Clever puzzle, that. Ah, now Bill's sandwich effort. High tea. Okay, let's go. So, between the 1 and the 9, you see he's been very careful to provide us with where that must occur in a lot of columns. Yes. And rows. Oh, that's very elegant. Don't know about that. It's either 2, 5 or 3, 4. This is 2, 4, and I know the order now. Oh, this is actually really beautiful. This can't be 8, 3, so it's 4, 7. This absolutely is gas, Bill. I am going to say now, after looking at it for just a few moments, that you've absolutely nailed how to turn this concept into gas. That is a 5 to finish the column, and that finishes the last... Well, the last sandwich clue in the central 5 rows and columns. But we do have others in rows 2 and 8, columns 2 and 8. Stop talking, Mark, and just carry on. Oh, and row 5, right. Oh, look, these two add up to 14 as well. That's very straightforward. What do these add up to? They look like they're 25 already. They are. So we get a 1 there. And a 9 there. Same must be true in this row where it's the same digits. 3 and 7. Oh, that's a 7. I can do it in the row, but not in the column. Now, 9 there, then 12. I don't know. 1. 1 here, and then a 9, which can't be here, so it must go this way to a 9 there. Those two add up to 15. They're an 8 and 7. These two add up to 8. 6, 2 or 5, 3. Can't be 5, 3, so it's 2, 6. Now, 20 here. So that's 8, 7, 5, leading to a 1 on the edge somewhere. Don't know. That's a 2, 4 pair by Sudoku. Ah, that's a 3, 5 pair. That's 7, that's 3. 5, 7 pair here. Right, the 5, 7, 8 can't go that way, so it definitely goes this way. 5, 8, 7 with a 1 there. Still got this column to do. That's the last column I'm going to have to do. That's become a 5. 5 in column 3 is there. This is a really elegant gas Sandwich Sudoku, Bill. You can be proud of this one. 4, 7. Right. 2, 5, 6. 2, 5. 6 there. 4, 3, 2, not 0, 9. I can do this 2, 4 pair. I've got a 4, 5 pair there now. 2, 3, 6 here. Going to have to deal with this column 8 sandwich clue in a moment, but I'm putting it off as long as I can. That's an 8. 3, 4, 8 triple up there. Now, come on. 12. 4, 5, 3 is certainly possible down to that 1. Oh, bother. Okay. 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 5. That can't be an 8. So have I got a triple? No. 9, 2, 6, 1. That can't be a 4. 9, 2, 6, 1. I don't know. I don't know which way this 12 clue goes. Have I missed? I don't think I've missed any other clues. It's just resolving that to resolve the rest of the puzzle. Right. Let's use a 4 X-wing to say that there's a 4 in one of those two cells. That doesn't do anything. There is a 4 here. If that's not a 1, it's an 8. Then 1 would be here. You'd have 9, 8, 1. How would these... I just don't know. There's a 5 X-wing as well. So 5's in one of those cells. That can't be 3. That's not going to help. I mean, I sincerely believe this probably is 4, 5, 3, but I do not know how to prove it. And there are so many other ways of doing 12 in 3 cells. 9, 4, 5, 3, 1. Then we'd have a 7 there, 2, and that couldn't be anything. Look, this is 1, 2, 3, or 4 by Sudoku. So if you had 4, 5, 3 there, and you'd have to have a 4 in one of those cells, that would be a 1, that would be a 2, and this would break. Wow, so that is a 1. The 12 sum is up this side. That's an 8. I mean, that had better help, because it's quite a hard spot. Whoa, this got a lot harder in a hurry. Right, these 3, they don't include an 8. What do they include? Nothing specially. No 4s. 9, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, because we're not allowed a 4. Right, if that was a 2, these add up to 10. 3, 7. So it would go 2, 3, 7. If that was a 5, these add up to 7. They can't do that. Wow. Right, it's got to be like that, although I've never been so unsure during a guess. Oh, look, that 3, 5 pair could have been done by Sudoku. Oh, dear. There was a much easier way, I suspect, to do... I'm overtyping good numbers. 4, 7, 4, 5. Oh, 6 minutes 37. If it was a lot easier towards the end, I could just have missed the second hat there. I'm just going to rewind a bit to convince myself whether I was being really slow here. Look, I didn't see that I could have unwound this 3, 5 pair at this point. That would have got me a 4 there, and a 2 here, and a 1 there by Sudoku. It's just that 5 I was missing. Yeah, I should have been a minute or 2 quicker than that. So it is a very fair puzzle now I know that was there. Wow, well done, Bill. Good stuff, and well done to Clover and Philip as well. As always, epic stuff on the gas. Finished reasonably quick smart today, but glad to get through it. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.